told me, hey, let me save you the trouble going to Walmart, man. I can tighten that up, and man, he certainly did.
Absolutely.
So
Okay,
Tyler
so that's why you got to show that off.
Anybody that needs freshened up for the ride home, let me know. I'll hook you up with my man.
Wow, Thor doing it all over there at the Thor display as we get ready for 450C. So we'll have Chelsea calling the women's race with us in a little bit. Chelsea does have some experience as a racer, even holds the WMX card herself. So that'll be cool to have her on there. But you folks, you can be the judge. We got to get that brief post-crimping, or is there more crimping yet to be done?
Oh, she's only getting started, dude.
Straightening.
Yeah, she's only getting started, dude.
Crimping, no more 80s waves, the whoop section built into your hair, not going for the ramen noodle look.
Let's just say she's got 3 motos, okay?
Yeah, you better be ready. Okay, 450C, as we heard last night at the Moto Playground Sidewinder. Ready, aim, fire! And they're into the first turn. Did you get to check that out?
I did not.
Oh, it was awesome.
Nope, wish I would have.
Huge props to Harold Martin and everyone over there at Moto Playground for the Sidewinder. We had a cool pit bike event, pretty unique, and also a lot of fun. So great job there as we transition over to 450C. I just love events like that with pit bikes where it shows the kind of just pure fun you can have on a motorcycle. It was safe, but it was exciting at the same time. A little bit different story when you're out here racing for national championships. This is serious business. These riders are going to give it everything they have. Last night it was all about just having a good time and carving some ruts on a TTR 125.
Just used to barrel race. Rob Bitus and all of us would get together and barrel race.
Yeah.
And, man, what a good time we had.
All right, so going into this 450C Moto, Hunter Schlosser has the overall point lead within it. Listen to this. An 8-1. An 8-1. That's C-Class racing when you throw mud in as well. So inconsistency has reigned just as much as the rain itself. And we'll see how that affects things. Trying to see who's out front. I think that might be Schlosser. Yes, the 13, trying to establish himself as the championship favorite. Dean Taylor is tied with Schlosser in the points coming into this one. He has a 6 and a 3. So it's on right now between these two.
Look at them all.
Get it done.
Look at them already riding the edges through there, Jason. Yep.
That's Cole Tompkins. Tompkins, 3rd in the first moto. Great run. Disappointing ride in the next one, 16th. Tompkins, part of the Smart Top Moto Concepts crew. Thanks, Mike Genova, for opening up the wallet and providing some support for some amateur riders.
Look
Tony
at this.
Alessi working. Oh, Tompkins going to try to take the
it.
lead.
And oh, my goodness.
And they
Holy
both go down.
cow. No, Tompkins stays on 2 wheels, Jason. Holy cow. Locked handlebars. They went clutch to throttle right there, and Tompkins able to keep it on 2.
Well, that's a disaster for Hunter Schlosser, who was your points leader.
And I'm going to say simply deep sand, Jason. You know, just got in there, and the front end got a little loose, and, man, that's bad news. What a shame.
I cannot
Look at
believe
this.
That.
Holy
it's
cow.
Over. He is walking away. This was the rider who had the points lead coming into the race and was leading the race in the 3rd and final moto, and he still can't get the bike up. That number 13, well, that's exactly what that 13 is in a larger font. It's practically the bat symbol right now. The unlucky 13. He was leading on the first lap of the moto that he had the points lead in, trying to win the championship. Tangles with another rider. He's down and now out. So Hunter Schlosser, championship is not going to be his. Let's try to reset it. Dean Taylor is 3rd, 6.33. Could be enough for the number 82 rider to get the win. Cole Tompkins on that 69 is in the lead in the moto. Wow.
Amazing chain of events right there. Those guys really going on 2 sides of the track, Jason, as they came back through the beach. When they came around, though, one going in, one going out. The sand just got them tangled up, and, man, leaves our points leader on the deck and maybe out of the race.
Yeah, he's at least going to be a lap down.
Yeah.
By the time he picked that bike up. I don't know. I'm sure if you're Schlosser, you're going to be mad about that move.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was just a first lap going for it kind of thing.
To me, it was racing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely clean as could be, and it was just a set of circumstances. Like I said, take a look at what they were riding through at that speed. Took a kick off of that huck right there, and the next thing you know, the 2 of them come together. I thought both of them were down.
Oh,
I really thought both of them were on the ground, Jason.
Yeah, that's how you know it's an accident, when the dude almost knocks himself down.
No
that wasn't
kidding.
the attempt. Whoa! And then Tompkins almost goes down on his own in the same section.
Almost took himself out in the same spot, man.
Yeah. Oh, and you know who was the witness to that? Did you see who was parked on the side of the track?
Absolutely,
same rider that he knocked down was parked right there on the side of the track and almost saw him crash. Wow, that's a strange turn of events.
No kidding. Incredible.
So Dean Taylor in third. That's the rider to beat for the championship. Dylan Marsh has got to do some work. If Dylan Marsh, no, Dean Taylor has gone back to fourth. So Dean Taylor lost a spot, but that's still enough to win the title. But it's getting tense down there. Dylan Marsh dropping back to seventh. He had a bad lap. He was fifth. At one point, Marsh was trying to get around Taylor to take one more point in the championship, which would leave them tied. But now he has bobbled. And as we reset it, Dean Taylor's points lead is massive. But Cole Tompkins is up to second in points. If Dean Taylor were to have a disastrous situation, something were to go wrong, Tompkins could win with 3, 16, 1 moto scores. That's crazy. So don't count out Tompkins. He's trying to win this moto and then hope for bad luck. On the screen right now, racertv.com.
You say crazy, I say insane when we look at some of the scores we've seen all afternoon, Jason.
That's true.
But, you know, we went through a spell there. I believe it was 85 maybe, one of the Super Mini Clash. So some really consistent scores there, some 3-1s, 4-2s, that type of thing. And then, man, we went back to the old crazy scores again as we moved later into the afternoon.
Yeah, we had a couple 1-1-1 sweeps. That made it easy on us. What we were watching, this battle is between Stetson Johnson and Cole Katu. That's for second and third, with Dean Taylor in fourth, Brandon Booth.
And look at this race.
That's a good one, no doubt about it. Oh, they're coming together. Katu and Johnson, second place right now that you're watching on racertv.com, 450C. Cole Tompkins has got a 4.5 second lead. So these two are free to battle for second by themselves. Oh, they are getting hucked and bucked around big time on that inside of that corner, which has not been groomed very much. They like to leave it rough out here at Loretta Lynn's Ranch. Oh, 21 of Cole Katu finally secures the position from Stetson Johnson. He's a Stetson man. Got that cowboy hat stuffed under the helmet. And Dean Taylor right behind them. Go ahead, Rodney.
I was just going to say, taking a look at the standings right now, Schlosser actually having a moto win last time out on board the 13, as you made mention there a little bit ago with the 8-1. But right now, the rider that's in control of the championship is Dean Taylor, the 82, who sits back in the number 4 position. He's looking at a 6.34 right now to win the championship. And actually, right now, he is at the mercy of Cole Tompkins, who is your leader, looking at the 15 or 316, and the 1. Now, what happens here? It's a 1-point deficit between those guys right now? But
no, it's massive. Tompkins is back. I would say 7 points. So it's going to come down to this. Tompkins got to try to win the moto, and then hope something goes disastrously wrong for Dean Taylor, who is right now in 4th. And for Tompkins, it was that 16th in the mud, Moto 2, that cost him big time. So we'll keep an eye on that. Pressure's on Dean Taylor to deliver. Dean Taylor probably has no clue where everybody is as far as the points are concerned. He's just trying not to crash.
Yeah, the mission for him, stay up on 2 wheels, get as far forward as possible, get as many positions and points, and let the chips fall where they may.
I hope they fall into my mouth. I like chips.
Funyuns, to be exact.
Yeah, well, I also Rodney's Funyuns, if that's all I could come across. And then I got that onion breath down on everybody at the podium. Congratulations, that's what you guys earn. So you get a top 3 finish here. Trying to see if that's, oh, wow. How about the heart and determination? The 13 of Schlosser has now gotten back up and he's still circulating. Got the handlebars. Wow. He's got the goggles on the bars. He's going across the billboard section. He's got to be 3 laps down, 2 laps down.
Well, I'm going to have to say 2 laps down at this point. So,
wow.
Had to come across timing and scoring in front of us. So where's he showing at?
Oh, I know you appreciate that, though. He's not going to give up.
No.
You not pull off.
Stock just went up in my book.
Yes.
I can tell you for sure.
You don't pull off, man.
Nope.
That's the first lesson of motocross. No pulling off, and he's not going to do it. Even though the title's long gone, he's got to be heartbroken. Back to our battle here. This is for second, Cole Katu, Stetson Johnson. Are these guys still going at it?
That's what I told you a second ago. I said, look at this race.
Jeez, man.
Look at the hook on that rut coming out of there, man. Holy cow. It's like an S-turn right now.
That is crazy. Yeah, those hooks, they get on the gas in the middle of that rut, and then it starts going from a perfect little arc to a I don't know. I'm going to ask maybe in first grade, second grade, learn all the shapes and all that stuff. I want to figure out what shape that is when you have a rut with a hook in it. It's like some kind of octagonal, obtuse, right hexaquadrangle. I mean, those ruts are just gnarly when you get in there. Yeah, it's like halfway through, you're like, this rut's good, this is good, and then all of a sudden, bam! And it almost kicked the 76 of Stetson Johnson out of it. Still battling with Cole Katu. These guys have been no more than 3 bike lengths apart the entire moto, battling for second.
Yeah, 1.6 the gap right now, and it hasn't been bigger than this for the first 4 laps. So these guys coming around on lap number 5 right now, been about the same margin between these two guys since the gate drop.
I'm probably going to come down to who gets tired first, because these guys are really going at it. Got a charger here on the Suzuki. That is Brandon Yates trying to make a move on Dean Taylor. Taylor, your championship leader, is in 4th. He's about to lose another spot. He's still okay if he loses this position, but he might not know it. So he's probably getting a little nervous saying, oh no, somebody else is trying to put heat on.
Yates carving a nice smooth corner on the inside there, tried to get the drive up over the top, not able to seal the deal yet, but up over that Kawasaki jump, puts him on the inside as they work their way through this big Talladega bank sweeper here. Still not able to make it past. Brandon Yates going up side by side with Dean Taylor, but still, oh, now nice move. Yates drifts it inside out and finally puts him away. So Yates able to make the move on Taylor there. Wait a minute. Taylor actually sliding right back by. So these two defending that position right now. Now Yates back up into the number 4 position, so making it stick.
2 laps to go. All right, I'll handle this podium for you boys, and then who knows what I'm in for. Seriously, I don't know what's next. I'm going to go check out that new Suzuki prototype they're talking about, that 125.
That's cool, dude.
That's going to be pretty cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. And don't forget the hypnotist coming up tonight, too. Hey, folks, I want to remind the on-track school meet and greet your teachers, current and future students. We invite you over to the Moose Racing Rig right now. They've got hors d'oeuvres and sandwiches and things for you to check out. Graduation, I think, now has been slated for 7:30 due to the fact that racing is going to be going a little bit longer. So graduation at the Amsoil Arena tonight at 7:30, and meet and greet at the Moose Rig going on right now. Also, don't forget, if you're finished up with the racing for the year, don't forget to stop by and drop your transponders off by to MyLaps as well. Cole Tompkins continuing to lead this one here as we wind things down. He has near 4-second lead over Cole Katu and also Stetson Johnson, another couple of seconds back. Brandon Yates, who was, I was going to say, turned the fastest lap earlier with a 2:10 and some change. Then we saw Cole Katu with a 2:10.004. Well, look at this. Yates moving up through the pack, turns a 2:09.448. So now he is once again the fastest rider on the racetrack and still trying to get around Stetson Johnson. Sitting about a second back off the pace there for that 3rd place position.
Those guys have had a 3-lap battle. I mean, those guys have been going at it. We said since the gate drop, but actually since about halfway through lap number 1.
Well, here comes the 69 around for the final turn toward the white flag this time. So one more lap to go now for Cole Tompkins. Tompkins, not much of a threat for the championship, but still a top 3 overall for him, as it is said. But as important, I think, at this point, he is looking at gold for the Moto. Cole Katu will look at silver if he hangs on to this, and Yates with the bronze. As far as the overall is concerned, Dean Taylor looking at this, and I think that is, again, a 6.35, but it's hard to see those little numbers, Megan. What is that? 6.35.
Looks like 6.35.
Yeah,
yes.
6.35. So that's going to be enough to win the championship for the number 92 or 82 of Dean Taylor, who sits now back in the number 5 position. Antonio Cavano, there is Calavano. He actually had a pretty good ride. I talked to him on the podium earlier this week as he got some Moto medals himself. He's looking at 2nd place overall for this championship.
Excuse me, Chelsea.
With a 6.76 to his credit. But there's your national champion coming out of Storyland, and the stories certainly will be told once he leaves the ranch here as he captures the 450C novice, the 450 novice class, I should say, national championship title. And what an accomplishment for this young man as he set his sights on this one, and he is able to make it come to pass. A moto win for the 69 machine of Cole Tompkins, and the dream come true for the 82 of Dean Taylor in the national championship title.
Ronnie, just all the work and stuff that went into it coming to fruition right here. This is the culmination of it for this young man, and making his way around for the last time. Looks over his shoulder right there, and up over the bars. Reality starting to set in right now, and one last corner. And here we go. Up and over across the finish line right now, and it is the checkered flag.
Oh, you hear the
victory rev.
The victory rev as he comes past the announcer's tower here, and Cole Tompkins is a gold medal winner, and that, my friends, is a memory in and of itself and a great experience to take home. Look at that, doing a podium burnout. Yeah, that's usually a great way for these guys to celebrate, but I know professionals get fined $1,500 for that.
Yeah, I was just sitting here awful quiet and stunned right now because I know what that linoleum's going to look like when we go down there, and I know what it costs and what they charge a pro off-road.
It is literally smoking. It's literally smoke. I'm not joking. There's smoke coming out of the burnout mark. I mean, no, that's possible. Wow, we might need to be praying for rain again. All right, we'll try to get this done really quick and give a gold medal out because the championship's going to go in a different direction. Got to get you in and out, Cole. Well, championship slips away, but the riding, there's no doubt about it. This dude is fast, and he ends up with 2 moto wins. Let's hear it for Cole Tompkins. That was good, although that first lap there was a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, I feel totally bad it wasn't on me, but I came over the sand rollers, and I thought when I had the front wheel on him, so I was like, he's going to push out a little bit, and he just decided, and I caught a little notch, and we both locked bars, and hope he's all right and everything like that. But other than that, I just knew it's my first ride back since Mammoth at a track, so I'm out of shape, but I knew I had to hold on for the win.
Who do you want to thank?
For sure, I'd like to thank Tony Alessi and the whole Smart Top Moto Concepts crew. Terry Varner, he built me one hell of a motor to get me out of that start. And wow, the start was what matters. I've had nothing but bad starts. And I'd also like to thank X-Brand for keeping my vision clear. I mean, without them, I had problems with when I had bad starts. They kept my vision clear. I didn't even have to pull a tear off this one. So I'm really pumped on that. And I just felt like there was a burden over me, and I had to break it and just go. Be tough and stop being a wimp.
Good job. Cole Tompkins wins the moto. Also, Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award takes a picture, so we got to clear the decks. Congratulations to our moto winner, Cole Tompkins. All right. If we can get the bike off air as quick as we can because we've got a lot to do. Thank you. Good job, Cole. And thanks to the folks at Bell Helmets for giving us $100. I got to bring up Cole Katu. Second place, right? Second place. Head on up there. I need our third place. Did Stetson get third? Yeah. Brandon? Oh, gotcha. Third? Come on up. You got third, right? You got third. Who got third? No one knows? You get third?
Yeah, Stetson got third.
Okay, come on up, Stetson. Yep. There we go. We're going to get our second and third place finishers up, and then we also have a championship celebration coming up for Dean Taylor. third place, and this dude was in a battle. Stetson Johnson. Here, we'll move a little bit further to the middle. Great race. Got to be tiring.
Yes, sir.
Who do you want to thank?
Brewer, Cycles, Lord Jesus Christ, A1, Andy Humphrey, Fly Racing, Moto X. Just everyone I forgot. Thank you so much.
All right, there it is. Stetson Johnson, third place. Good job. Second place, Cole Katu. Katu. All right, we learned at the last moto that you're going to be in. All right, Cole Katu, how'd that go for you?
Oh, that was wild. I knew Stenson was behind me the last couple laps, and I was just trying to make smart lines. Yesterday I was in second place, and I went down, and that was a heartbreaker. But I just got to give it up for my whole family, my mom, dad, my sister, Conrad, my mechanic, and huge thanks to Club MX, Mike and Brandon. I struggled to get through the areas, and now I'm up here this year, and I can't give it up to Club MX enough. They've helped me so much. Huge thanks to AMSOIL, Spy, FXR, Sweeters Exterior, Hayford Ford, and Bid to Buy. Thanks, everyone.
Cole Katu, second place in the moto. Congratulations. And now, championship. Consistency counts, especially when a muddy week at Loretta's in 450C. Let's hear it for Dean Taylor. We'll swing around back. Talk to you behind the bike. Bring it on over here, Dean. Well, there was chaos in the first lap with some other riders. Did you know what was going on? Did you know where you were?
Kind of. That was my only good start of the weekend, so it was the worst ride. I had like no energy halfway through, but at least I was already sort of up front. I didn't know if I had it or not, though.
Wow, so when you crossed the finish line and you found out, what was that like?
It was pretty great. I saw Mike from Club MX giving me the biggest thumbs up I've ever seen, so I figured I did something good.
Who do you want to thank for this title, Dean?
My mom and dad, MCR Suspension, Tubi Outerwear, 45 Designs, Magic Racing, Yamaha. I got to thank the Thor guys for hooking me up with stuff when I needed it, when I didn't have enough riding shorts for the weekend. I don't know who else to thank. Tamer Whole Shot Devices. I got to give a shout out to Nick back in Michigan. He's watching me, cheering me on. And just everyone, thank you.
There it is. Dean Taylor, your champion of 450C. #1 plate coming his way from the American Motorcyclist Association. Check that out. He's on the 252 stroke, getting it done in the 450C class. Nicely done.